5, maybe. Cross your fingers. Pray to the Zoom gods and the Facebook gods. Oh, yay, I'm live. Shut that woman up. Holy Aunt Jemima. Okay. There we go. So that's running. And I'll put that in that corner. And this is running. I'll put this in this corner. Okay, so I know there's people over there watching, so make comments so I know whether the comments are working. Because last night, my Facebook Live, I just could not get the comments to work properly. It was annoying.
Yes, because we were actually really quite chatty last night.
You were having a lovely chin wag together without me.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, people jumping on. Let's see if they actually comment so that I know what's going on. So how was your day, Holly?
It was good. Excuse me, good. Didn't really do very much, but I enjoyed it anyhow.
Well, it wasn't exactly an outside day today, for sure.
That is true. Yeah.
And the rain is just pelting down out there.
Yes.
Gotta move my camera, hang on. There we go.
What about you? What did you accomplish today?
I made a couple of cards and played some games with the grandchildren. And
Oh, yes, you have the boys.
yeah, they're very quite bored right now because we had exciting plans for outside today. Oh, okay. I can't see the comments again. Oh my good Lord, Facebook, what are you doing to me? Yeah, so we had planned on doing some outside stuff and that never happened. So, oh, okay.
That's always,
see. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's always too bad, you know, it just.
Yes.
Yeah, but.
Okay, so Norma and Valerie, I can see your comments now. Oh, and there's Donna. Yay. Okay. We'll just carry on and hopefully it'll keep going for me.
By the way, Valerie, just for you, you know, I waited and waited for that email that you were going to send and had to go and buy my own Hawkins because your email didn't arrive.
How rude.
That's what I thought.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. I saw those comments. Now I bet they're commenting and I can't see anymore. Okay, so I'm going to try something else. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to close that. And I'm going to go here. And we'll refresh that because, you know, it's not the same if I can't read the comments.
True.
Like talking to myself, at least I have you tonight.
I'd like to figure out how I could be on Zoom and read the comments.
Ah, yeah, you have to have 2 devices.
Yeah. Well, my phone would be too small for me to read.
Okay, so I click on that. Shut that up. Oh, there's Janet Chin. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss anybody? Norma, no, I wasn't. I've tried something else though. Valerie said she sent it, but it must have gone astray.
Cyberspace, what can we say?
The people in the middle ate the cheesies instead of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need some, but Valerie, I just read your email, your comment about it going astray. So can somebody type in there something so that I can see if I'm getting these comments in real time or not? I'll have to try and figure something out if I can't get them, because I can't refresh every 10 seconds. Oh, okay. There was been lots of comments. Marlene and Rosemary and James is watching me from the kitchen. Oh Lord. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Because this is Friday night and it's interactive night and you guys are supposed to be telling me what to do and I can't see the comments. Oh, he's in the front room. Shoot. This is upsetting me. I want to just let everybody know that this is really upsetting me. Because I got all the colors out that Valerie wanted. She wanted pale papaya, a soft blue, some sand. So I got crumb cake out, soft succulent for the seaweedy stuff. And then I brought soft sea foam just because it seemed like a good idea at the time. But with no comments happening, what did I do last night? Does anybody remember? Yeah, see, there's more. Shh. Okay, let me go back over here. Let's see if. Oh,
So
that's Young and the Restless. That's not going to work. No, we don't want Young and the Restless.
Which I don't know if I should say thank you or darn it to you. You talking about that got me hooked on YNR for the first time in 20 some years.
Oh, you're very welcome. James wants to know if he can come in and help me. I don't know what you can do, James, because I'm not seeing I'm seeing them once I refresh, but it's like, oh my God, how freaking annoying is this going to be?
Very,
Now
because I don't usually make a lot of comments.
Oh yeah, bring ice cream in the room.
James, that's just being sort of rude.
Yeah, like they're commenting and it's not coming in. Go get your iPad so you can comment and we can see how fast it is, what the lag is between me seeing them. Okay, we're gonna have a third thing in here. Can you shut the door though, please? Because if the furnace goes on, they can't hear anything. Okay, so I need to know what color card base are we going to have? Are we going to have pale papaya, or soft sea foam, or soft succulent, or this one.
So Glenda,
Yeah.
we're here, there's no time lag at all between what you're saying and our writing.
Yeah, but I just wanted to see and hi Rosemary, thanks for joining me.
It was just you were wondering if there was a time lag, and
well,
where
I'm not-
I am, I'm not getting a time lag at all.
Okay, and shh.
Shoot.
Yes, Victor is still on Young and the Restless, and he's still as much of a PIA as he was. I got that comment, but I had to refresh. Hey, where's your thing? Can I see if I can see the comments on your thing?
All the comments are.
Okay, did somebody? If you don't mind commenting so I can see whether it's coming through or not. Because I still have James's here at the end there. Okay. Can someone refresh Victor and Nikki? Oh, they're refreshing themselves. Okay, I need your tablet.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to have 3. Hello, Marilyn.
Hi. I don't know why I can't get my picture to come up with you guys.
I don't know. Are you Apple or Android?
Laptop computer that is an Apple. I don't know.
Android.
Okay. That's how techie I am.
No, I want it. Do you have a video icon somewhere that has a red line through it?
Not that I know of.
That's okay. I got it. There. Yay, I'm getting comments and I'm seeing people who are good. So I don't know what's going on. But James just gave me his Apple something or other here.
iPad Air.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
You're excused and you don't get your Apple iPad Air back till I'm done.
And what will that be?
Thanks, James.
10 o'clock. But the good news is you'll be long in bed by then. You have chocolate all over your face, darling. Either that or I need the tablet. See if the tablet will work. See if it's working on the tablet. Oh, apparently he's got the words on. So I'm sitting here reading what I'm saying and thinking, who's saying that? You got closed captions on. Okay. All right. So yes, he's eating all the ice cream. Okay, so back to the card that we're supposed to be making. What color card base do you want to have? Seafoam, succulent, crumb cake, pool party, or papaya?
Papaya.
Papaya, we have 1 vote for papaya. No votes over there in Facebook world. Got to wait for the 20-second lag till they actually get my message. Okay. The comments have disappeared. Oh, there's Valerie, papaya. Okay.
Why am I not surprised? It's like Valerie and I are 2 heads, but with only 1 brain.
Oh, that's wonderful. At least there's no fighting.
Well, not between us. And you just overrule us when you want something different.
Oh, Norma wants succulent. Well, let's.
I
cut a
go with
succulent.
Norma.
Sure, let's start the discussion. I'll do both and then we can decide. Once we get further along in the card thing. Because it's really hard to decide what we want to do now when we don't know what the card's going to look like. Hey, Valerie, it was all your, oh, I need to show you guys the cards I got. Well, I think I showed this one somewhere. I don't remember where I showed it. I think it was on my team. This is from Valerie. It's a Gone Fishing. But you see the fish? It's the egg dye from the chicken dyes.
Ah.
Isn't that cool? And she's got fish paper. It's cute. Newsflash: birthdays are found to be good for your health. Good thing I just had one. I'm healthy now. And then I got this one from Marlene today. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, it is very pretty.
It's got the tufted embossing folder in the background there. I missed that embossing folder. And then I got some swap cards, but they're hanging on my wall. I forgot to share those. Louise wants papaya too. So we're 2 for 3. Okay, Miss Valerie, we have, uh-oh, are you coming to steal your, he's coming to steal his tablet. Did you just see that comment that Valerie made about using the embossing folder forever? But that'll leave Grandpa without anything to watch for 2 hours. No, see, they're not coming through.
Because it's on the website. You need the app.
Need the what?
You need the Facebook app.
Can you go and make it happen? Oh. It's amazing to me how this child's brain works. And then he just makes things work.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
Valerie says, hey, I told you what would look cool. You have to figure it out. No. That's not the point of tonight. I have the fish. I have the silver embossing powder. So shall we start by embossing the fish in silver on blue? I need to get my pool party out of there. It's in here somewhere, right? There it is. Mhm. Okay, Versamark. I'm going to have to get a hold of my techie guru and see what the heck is going on.
Who would that be?
Not big enough. Okay. That would be Catherine Carroll on one of my Stampin' Up things. She's amazing. She knows like 99% of everything.
I wish I had a Catherine Carroll in my life.
Oh, then somebody today, we're trying to start up a new tutorial cooperative, and somebody made a watermark for it, and I can't get the watermark to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I'm putting my machine on this machine, you know, they're called heat gun. La, 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 la.
That's magically turned into
It is magically turning into silver. And now my fingers are magically burning.
Yep, and there's
Where's your tweezers?
Oh, they're over there.
it now has all the comments and no subtitles.
Okay, you can take yours and leave mine.
Mine does.
Well, that's not good for it. Okay, I have the fish,
And the comments.
but no dye. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
The things I do because I love you guys.
Well, you could be with me standing outside in the rain barefoot while the dog does her business.
No, I'd rather be fussy cutting. Thanks, Rosemary. But now I have that image in my head. And if it's raining as much there as it is here, I'm sorry.
I turned my camera away so you don't see her. This is my front yard.
Very pretty.
Oh, lovely. We drove by your house when we were there
Did you?
camping. Yeah. Because I wanted to see that construction down the road from you.
That's right across the way, right over there, just over
Yeah.
through the trees.
How rude.
14 units, half an acre in a swamp, lots of problems. They didn't even
Wow.
have room to put the garbage dumpster. They had to get a variance to put the dumpster out. Not enough parking for them.
No way.
They're on a wildlife fish bearing tributary stream. It's one of the very few left on Vancouver Island that's actually wild and that's not stocked.
Good Lord. And somebody
didn't-
let them build there.
District of
Yeah.
Tofino. For 40 years, that lot had a covenant on it for fire hall or for park. And then Wickaninish Inn wanted to do a big, huge development, and his dad had put that covenant on it. And it's interesting how he got a deal and the covenant came off. But, you know, maybe it was just timing. Who knows?
Holy crow.
I tend to be a bit of a doubting Thomas, and I think somebody's got pictures of somebody on your regional board with a goat, and that's how they got it lifted.
You said with a goat?
Yes. It's a rude sort of logging term, you know, like.
I don't know the term.
Valerie says, Rosemary, get cats.
Get what?
Cats.
Cat.
I'm going to spotlight your picture so we can see your beautiful front yard.
That's the
Oh.
tree house.
That's cool.
The kids and dad made the tree house when the kids, well, about 25 years ago, and they spent every summer up there.
Oh, nice.
And then this is the front yard. It's all rhodos. He started all of those by hand. He propagated them in a fish tote and planted them. They're about 2 inches tall when he put them in.
Holy macaroni, eh?
Yeah.
He's got over, I don't know, about 100 varieties. And then this is the back here with a garden and other rhodos there.
That is really lovely.
And then, and a dog somewhere that's disappeared on me.
Come
They
back,
do that
puppy,
when you
come
don't
back.
pay attention.
Okay, I have a fish cut out.
Cute.
Are we doing like a scene on the front? They don't all talk at once. Thanks.
I think so, yes.
Valerie said money talks, and I agree. Just put it behind. Thanks. Okay, so I have a piece, and I have a fish. Alcohol? Who's having alcohol? Why are you not sharing?
I think we found her puppy.
Pardon me?
I said, I think we found her puppy in her yard.
Oh. Whose puppy is that?
That's
The one
mine.
that was, yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, I have dirt. I have seaweed. What else do we need? Bubbles. We need bubbles for the fish.
Last I heard it was wine. Is it bubbly wine?
Your alcohol things you made. Oh. Now you know where my head was when she said alcohol, and I don't even drink. You mean these things? I got it. Okay. I got it. Okay, what colors are we wanting? Not pink, right?
I don't think so.
That one is evening evergreen.
I like that.
And then this one is blue with silver streaks in it. If I hold them up, you probably see them better.
That is really pretty, that one.
This one is got no streaks, but we can still put streaks in there. The bluish one. Don't want red. Don't want green. Oh, this one. This one is on shimmery vellum.
That's gorgeous.
Ooh, ah. What else have we got in here?
That one's almost too pretty to waste on a fish.
And this one has gold in it, which won't go with our fish. You probably can't even see it. Where is it? There it is. Which won't go with our fish. This one has also got gold in it, not silver. There's a blue one. It's tough when they're all stacked together because until I lift them up, I don't know what there is. There's this one. I don't know what colors that was. Apparently I've made a few. Okay, Norma says shimmery. Blue with streaks, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so I'm going to number them and then we're going to narrow it down. We'll do it in sets of 3 and then we'll narrow it down from that. I'll just add another one in here because there isn't 3. So let's just put this ugly green one in there. Okay, set number 1. 1 shimmery vellum with gold. Oh, you'll see it better if I do this. There we go. Shimmery vellum with gold is 1. Blue with silver is 2. And evening evergreen is 3. So which of those 3 do we want? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
I'm getting paper so I can write it down. Okay, set 1, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, we have 2, 2, 2, 2. What did you say, Holly?
3.
2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 3. Okay, well, this one's definitely out. So we'll put that one aside. So last chance between the shimmery vellum with gold. And the blue with silver. So 1 or 2. Nope. No, it wasn't 1. It was these 2.
Mhm. Yeah, the very plain one is the one that I had said.
That's 3.
Yes.
And this is 2.
And most people, I think, voted for 2.
You and Marlene said 3. So it's this one out of those 3. So we'll put those ones off to the side. Okay, so the set 2, we have, I don't know, cinnamon cider, I think this is with gold, is 1. Blue with some crumb cake is 2. And blue with some greeny blue on it is 3. I don't know what color I put on there. I should write these things down. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. 2, 2. Getting lots of
3.
votes for 2. We'll throw 1 away. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Donna, Marlene. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Holly, you said 3?
Yes.
Okay, Marlene says 2. So that one's out. We have this one. Right? That was 2? Sure. Okay, set 3. We have green or evening evergreen with gold is 2. And then blue and cinnamon cider is 3. Okay, so you're down to Marlene. So green is 1. Evening evergreen and gold is 2. And blue and cinnamon cider is 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 1 for 1 and 2 for 3.
2 for me.
2 and 2. And a 2 and a 3. Okay, we're neck and neck. Somebody's got to do the deciding vote. There we go, number 3. Okay, we got it narrowed down to 3 of them. One, 2, 4, 3. Okay. Number 1 is blue with crumb cake. Number 2 is Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight, I think, with silver streaks in it. And number 3 has cinnamon cider. Okay, so this is the final winner.
1.
1 for Holly.
1.
1 for Rosemarie. 2 for Terry. 2 for Donna. 2 for Norma. Valerie says 3. Marlene says 2. Hey, last chance. Anybody else got a vote? Marilyn, your sound is off if you are wanting to vote. Okay.
They all look good.
Thanks, but that doesn't help. Okay, I'm going to put all these other ones away. It's going to be the blue with the silver. I have enough here. I could make 30 cards. Now, we could use some of this to cut out some seaweed too. Where's that? Where's that dark greeny one? That one's got gold on it. Don't want that one. That might make cool seaweed, or this one. We'll see if we want to cut some seaweed. Okay, I can go hide in there. I have to get the seaweed dyed. And my machine, because I forgot to get the machine. Of course. Okay. Now let's erase my number 2. So there we have that. And then we have a silver fish somewhere. We lost him. Oh, he's a different blue. We might have to redo the fish. Or not. There we go. We won't. We won't. Okay, now what? We want to add some weed of the sea in something.
Just a suggestion, the kelp that you see growing in the sea is brown. It's not green. It's
Yep.
that gold, it's that golden brown.
Yep,
And you had one of your first
darkish brown, right?
yeah, and you had on one of your first papers that beautiful golden.
That one,
That's almost the color of kelp in the sea.
except that's got gold on it, so that's not gonna work. Maybe. If I have another one. You know, we could make one too. No, that one's green and yellow. Cinnamon cider. Try some in cinnamon cider and then sponge it maybe. Cinnamon cider. It's really hard to replicate that gorgeous kelpy color. Okay, let's cut out one and we'll have a look. And then I'll cut one out of that too. I've been playing with this stamp set all day because this is the one that our hostess for August club chose. So I'm trying to steer this card away from any of the club ones.
Fell out of the door.
Okay. Now we'll cut one out of here.
Go in. Did you get all that?
Put the alcohol, Ed. Who's Ed? Who's Ed, Miss Valerie? Come on, out. What if we put this over top of the cinnamon cider? Like that. Can you see?
Well, that gives it some definition.
It
I
does.
like that.
I just wish I had to put it on a sheet. You know, an adhesive sheet. Scissors, where are you? I had to laugh at a friend of mine did her catalog launch today, and she took pictures of the aftermath. And I laughed. And because it was so much cleaner than mine are after these sessions. I'm not doing a catalog launch. Put the alcohol one over the cinnamon cider. Oh, Valerie, great minds think alike. Where'd I put the dye though? Uh-oh. Won't be doing anything if I can't find the dye. Hello, Blondie. What did you do with it?
Did you put it where you put your clean out brush?
No, it was underneath there.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to cut this out with adhesive sheet. And then I can just put it right over top of cinnamon cider. Or I could have just put the cinnamon cider underneath and cut them both out at the same time. That would have been smart. But nobody ever said I was smart. Okay, the dye is on top of the rest of the dyes. Okay, take the liner off of here. Come on, open wide. Say, okay, there we are. When we were camping over in Qualicum a couple of weeks ago, there was some people next door to us that we got chatting to. He turns out he's an ex-RCMP, and we worked in the Kitimat RCMP office at the same time when I lived up there. And he's a brother to Carol Brown's mother, Holly.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. I like that. Oh, that is kind of really, let me show you on white. You'll get the full effect of, look at that.
well, that is pretty.
Isn't that pretty? And it's got little gold flecks in there.
Mhm.
Now I have to figure out how to put this one on another one so we can have two. Okay, let's try that. Let's try with Tombow on a silicone mat. We're experimenting tonight. So I haven't done this before. So we'll see
What would
if it
happen
works.
if you just sponge on it?
That's what I'm gonna do. Sponge the Tombow on.
Oh, I meant ink on it.
Sponge ink.
Well,
On
you
the
want
back
it
of
to
it?
be, you want it to be kind of multicolored, don't you? Don't you want to sponge ink on it then?
On the back of it
Oh, okay,
or on the
sorry.
front of it? It's, yeah, because we could explain to me what you mean.
Well, I thought you wanted it to be kind of sparkly like what you just did with the adhesive sheet one.
Yes, so I thought I would sponge Tombow on the back and then die cut another cinnamon cider one and glue it to it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah,
Is that okay?
sure.
Well,
You're the
tonight-
woman in charge.
no, not tonight, I'm not. This is not
Oh,
my
yes,
night.
you are.
Under the white. Okay, Terry, I'm missing all of your comments and she's over there suggesting different things to do and I'm missing them all. And I had to take a glop out of my glue. With a little shadow under the white paper too. Oh, my die. Yes, thank you for helping me find that. It is a small world. It was really weird. Okay, so you just pick it up and then dab, dab, dab. Now you have to be really careful when you do this that you don't move it because you get ink all or glue all over your silicone mat. So if you move it, it will get ink on the right side. And then you got to take this to the sink and clean it. But you know what? I haven't cut out the other one of these yet. That was kind of just call me Barbie.
This is your wannabe Malibu Barbie night?
It's my name is Barbie night. Where did you go?
Hello.
Did we lose Holly? Holly, hi Carmen.
Hello.
We lost Holly. Oh.
Is
What?
Sarah? Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's back. Okay, so I'm gluing this on here now. Cut out a cinnamon cider. This is really pretty. That's why I like doing these nights, because you guys make me do things that I would never have thought. I'm just making sure it's well attached. Because if I had been smart, I would have cut them both out at the same time with adhesive sheet in between them, but you know, that didn't work. Okay, get our piece back in here. There we are. We have our kelp. We'll kind of arrange our kelp somehow. And then we have a fish swimming. One little fish swimming in the water. Been a long day. Oh yeah, think of me as Malibu Barbie. Uh-huh. Thanks, Val. Just call me Mally. Okay. So now we want to put some dirt down there. Do we want to put the same color dirt down there?
You'd want a couple of different brown dirts, wouldn't you, mixed?
Well, I have crumb cake. But I'm not liking that too much together. But you never know. Okay, let me rip some. We need to have some ripped dirt. I know it's too long, but better to be too long than too short. Okay. I have to put some temporary adhesive on this because it keeps moving and it's driving me crazy. There we are. Okay. Now we have dirt. And we have seaweed. One on behind and one on top. And a fish. Next, wait, sponge dirt on the white piece or stamp. Yeah, well, I have this. This is the dirt stamp from the stamp set. So shall I? Do tone on tone. Get crumb cake and do crumb cake. Dirty paper, where are you? I lost the cardstock. Oh, Lord. On the white. What am I stamping on the white? Terry, what am I stamping on the white? Valerie wants bubbles. Yes, we'll put, well, I don't know how we're going to do the bubbles because I can't stamp bubbles on the vellum because you won't see them. There, we have dirt.
Do you have the new silver or clear epoxy essentials?
Yes.
The embellishments? They kind of have like
Ooh.
a teardrop thing on them.
We could use those, and if we need to color them, I could color them with my blends.
Exactly.
Not just a pretty face you are,
No.
says Yoda. Okay, there's the dirt.
Would you not want a little bit of gray dabbed in there or sprinkled in with the dirt to give it a couple of tones?
I don't know, do I want the gray on there? This is
If you only have-
self-driven by you guys, not me.
You only have one colored. Wouldn't you want a couple of colors to make it look like different sands?
Do I want a darker brown? Or do I want cinnamon cider? Or do we want gray?
Or espresso.
Yeah.
Or espresso? Was that Terry?
Yes. I got tired of Facebook not listening.
Okay, we'll add some espresso. You know, it's only cardstock, and if we don't like it, we don't have to do. I won't put as many dots as I did. I'll just put random.
Perfect.
Okay, it's not random, but it'll, because I don't do random, but it's as random as I get. Oh, Valerie wanted gray. Sorry. Shall I put gray on too? Or will that get too busy? Okay, now we have depth in our dirt. I'm going to put this fish on dimensionals because he will be popped up anyways. We might as well do it now. I'm not sure this is the right color for this fish.
Well, you don't want it to be the same color as background.
Well, no, but it's like a different hue.
Oh,
Okay. Now, wait, let's get the big rocks. I don't know what I'm going to do rocks out of. What can I do rocks out of? The stamp set does not have rocks. The dies do not have rocks.
one of your punches in gray,
What kind of a punch?
just a circle punch and then tear it.
Circle punch in gray. Dark gray or light gray? Or both?
A little bit of both maybe.
Yeah, let's make it difficult.
Or do light gray and a dark gray ink to sponge around them to give them depth.
Holy man, I'm gonna have an avalanche.
You know, we can't leave you with a clean craft room, right?
Oh, what about gray granite?
That works.
Because that's a warm gray. They'll go with the browns. So I have smoky slate and gray granite. Norma says both. Gray and just cut random shapes, she says. Valerie, OCD. Random. Good Lord. Here we go. I'm doing random. Dear God, please make this work. I don't like this. This is so against my grain.
I can feel your anxiety level rising.
Really don't like that. Ah! How about shells or starfish? Starfish. Ooh. Ooh, sand dollar. Going to get my seashells. Baby. Okay, this is much better than, come on, Malibu Barbie, you can do it. No, I can't do it, Val. I don't like that. I can't. That's just not right. I'm sorry. But you know, I have a starfish
Perfect.
and I have a sand dollar.
Oh, that's even better.
Mhm.
And we could do them both because I can stick the sand dollar down in behind there like that and put the starfish there.
Mhm.
Okay.
On
so
gray
what-
granite with espresso ink.
For both of them?
Yep.
Holy crapola, we got a lot of stuff going on. Oh, wait. There. Okay. That one. That one. Take the fish off. There's another block in here somewhere. Espresso, where are you? One, two, buckle my shoe. Okay, where's the dies? Oh yeah, right here. Use the mountain air die and just cut up one mountain. Oh, that might work.
That's a good idea too.
Another person that's not just a pretty face. Okay, one moment while I get, oh, look at that. I got it the first, no, I didn't. Our grandpuppies had their surgery today.
Yeah, I saw the fire. What a bunch of teenagers, eh?
Oh my God. And when we lived there, they wouldn't have been allowed to do that
Mm,
on that beach. So there was a little bit of tension in our house today
I bet.
until we got the word that puppies were fine. got this done and now I have to go get the mountain air dyes. Let's just cover that up before I get it everywhere and ruin my card. Valerie really wants rocks. I can tell, I can hear her.
I can hear her screaming, rocks, rocks, rocks from
Rocks,
my
rocks.
patio.
Okay, where did those dyes go so I can put this away? There they are.
Her and Maria aren't very far from my house.
They're not, no. Well, Maria is right now,
No.
but she's down there at Kent's Beach, camping
Mhm.
in this weather. I'm going to get the mountains, Valerie. I have not forgotten. Got some crumb cake. Do a little bit of
Yeah, yeah.
shading here.
Sponging, Val, sponging.
There, that toned it down a bit.
Yeah.
It was a little too glaring. We can always use these on the inside if we don't use them on the outside. Valerie says, how did you know? I can see you, Val. Majestic mountains. We have some mountains. Okay, I'm going to cut a rock. Maybe I should cut a rock on this side.
Put it across and cut a few.
How about if I just get another piece of cardstock? Oh,
make
I
nice
have
sea
no
sand, too.
pieces of gray granite left. What did you say, Terry?
That would make nice sea sand too if you used the bottom part of that mountain, flipped it over.
This part?
Yeah, because it's not very
Yeah, it's too
even.
late. I've already.
No,
done
I
it.
know. I'm just saying.
You're right, it would. Okay, cutting out some rocks.
Then we could call it Atlantis under the sea. Put a building in there.
Okay, let's put that dye away because you should see the mess around. All you like, you see this here? It's like that everywhere. Okay, we have rocks. Shall I cut it there?
Yep.
I just put them in there and see what it looks like. Okay, rocks. Maybe we should just use this.
I like it.
Like that.
Mhm.
Not quite wide enough, though, if I remember correctly. Okay, well, we know we're going to do that background, right? On white. So let me cut this down. Okay, so that's the right size now. Adhesive is still there. Okay. And that on there. I don't know. It looks a lot like mountains. It needs to be like this.
But if you take your sand stamp and do it along the bottom and leave the top gray peaks to look like rocks.
Yeah. Could do that. But I'm just looking at where it's sitting. And it doesn't make my heart happy to have these two edges here. I'm thinking we need to have like that edge there, like that. And then the rest of it like this. You know what I mean?
Where are you gonna put your seaweed?
That was
Okay.
my thought.
Okay, so take what you just said with your rocks and flip the idea to the other side. So the low part is where the seaweed is. You know what I mean?
Like that.
No, like you said on the left side, you were gonna
Take the
have a
paper
bigger
and turn it
thing.
upside down.
And then you're gonna have a lower area.
No. Cut it where you said you were going to cut it?
Oh, I see what you mean. Do this like this.
But have your seaweed in the low part of the rocks. Like if you have that where you got it, just, yeah, move it over. There you go. And then have your high part on the other side.
Just use it in two pieces, flip the rocks. That was from Valerie. Okay, so we'll pretend.
I
But that's
still
really-
think, you need to use that first piece that you put in there and put the rocks, tuck them behind,
Okay,
because you're seeing that yellow down at the bottom.
yeah, but I can remove that. See, that's gone.
Yeah, but you're going to be putting the it back on there on the yellow.
Maybe we need to cut a longer piece. So Carmen says, do this.
Move that rock over to the right.
Yeah,
Small rock, just move it over to the right.
Yeah,
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because then your seaweed's kind of in the low spot.
Uh-huh.
And you could still put one up, one in front and one behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I stamping anything on the rocks?
You don't have to now.
No.
Okay, I'm trimming the bottom so that it doesn't stick out. Come here. Okay, so not doing anything to the rocks. They're going to be just the way they are.
Good.
Okay,
I'm gonna embroider you a t-shirt, Glenda, that says Malibu Barbie and OCD equals, and on the back, it's gonna say me.
oh God, help me. Okay, rocks on. Seaweed in the hole. Maybe, if I can get it to work.
And then one
Seaweed.
out front.
And one out front.
Yeah.
Yep,
Dirt on top.
skirt on top. Perfect.
Valerie says, oh, Terry, please do that. Like that. Oops, it's not in. Of course, I think the rocks need to be up a little bit higher, just a tad.
Or a little less sand.
We can do that too. Yeah, Okay, shall we put things on and do some trimming and
Mhm.
carry on with life? Okay. Step one. Yeah, I'm going to be bad and I'm using contraband adhesive tonight because this stuff allows me to move things where the other stuff does not. So don't pretend I'm not using this. Okay, so that goes on this side.
Did you
Let's
put your
see.
vellum on the white yet?
Yeah, it's on. Well, I haven't totally because I'm going to put the adhesive underneath our bits. And then this one on this side. Like that. And, oh, can't use that. What am I going to use on the back of this so that it doesn't show?
Glue dots.
Yeah, I think so. Right in the middle, right?
Yep.
I lost the glue dots. Okay. A glue dot there. A glue dot there. A glue dot there. And a glue dot there that I'm going to have to manipulate a bit. Let go. Let go. Okay, I should have put this on first. Okay, is that where you want it?
Perfection.
Okay, I'm pushing it down because glue dots do not want to come up after I get them down. All right, one. Okay, there's something underneath there.
You won't see it.
Yes, I do.
Are you hiding the bottom of that kelp behind the sand, or are you putting that one on top of the sand?
I'm not sure. That's the next step to figure that out. Oh, there's Carol Smith. Hello, Carol and Lynn. You missed the whole craziness at the beginning. Look, it took cardstock off on my glue dot. So I have to do that again. There. Okay, so are we wanting that there like that? And then dirt on top? Or down a bit so that it's shorter. And maybe offset it like that with dirt. Speak. Yes, Carol, you missed some sponging, but there's more to come.
What would happen if you put the one seaweed on top of the dirt? And to a little bit offside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that better.
Okay, now I have a question. Should I sponge the edge of the rocks?
No.
Okay. Let's put the dirt down and then we'll cut off the excess. Okay. Dirt. There or down further? Looks more like sand than dirt. Well, this is sand, but these are rocks, Carol. Sponge the rocks for depth. I'm thinking so. Let me cut another one out and we can test it. So I'm thinking they look awful flat. Or give them some, maybe run them through an embossing folder.
That would be good.
Hammered metal.
Hammered metal?
Yeah, the one
Ooh.
that has all the little circles.
Ooh. Okay, I cut out a tester. Oh Lord, I'm getting more stuff. Usually it takes about an hour to clean up. I think it's going to be longer this time.
I just got 24 French stamp sets, so it
Oh,
took me a while today too.
okay. I'll emboss this and we'll see. Valerie says rocks need depth and Carol agreed. So we're trying to give it depth. Oh, I put it in there the wrong way.
And now use the gray and swish over. Oh, that looks good.
Uh-oh. Down. I did this upside down. So it's not going to be exactly. Oh Lord, another sponge. Why did Stamping Up take our sponges away? Please tell me that.
Because they think the blending brushes do the same thing.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
They'll probably bring them back though.
Get the
Okay.
seal of the blending brushes up first.
Okay, we have to pretend these are the same because they're not, because it's upside down. Okay, what did I put in my dirt now? There it is.
On your left.
I don't know whether I like those, but it's not me, it's you guys.
Yeah.
I think it's
needs-
too busy.
a
It
very
looks like go ahead.
something that's kind of subtle.
Yeah, to me, it looks like aggregate concrete for a sidewalk.
Oh,
That's not good. Ooh,
Well, it's just that beach rocks are really pretty smooth, right? Unless they're right out where they're open, where the waves are hitting them and they're jagged. I really like the idea of what you've done with the rocks. I think it's awesome. The top part where they are.
the sponging.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, other than the fact that the sponging is still the same shape, I did it with the painted texture. But you can't tell. Hang on. Cutting more cardstock. Throw that away. Let this out. Move that. Holy Aunt Jemima, it's 9:30 already. We're not even finished thinking about what the card is going to be, let alone putting it together.
I'd run the gray through the embossing folder while you're embossing.
Pardon me?
Run your ink pad over the embossing folder when you emboss.
Ah, yes, could do that.
And then it'll be in the cracks where it's supposed to be.
I just had to
Mm-hmm.
cut another one. Okay, put dye away. So we don't lose dye. Okay, new one. Now, not on that side. Want it on this side. Oh, yeah, I don't know whether that's going to work, Terry. There's a lot of bumps on there. We'll see. Let's see what it does. Okay, here. There. Ah, don't fall. Oops, go slow. I always forget when you do this, you've got to go really slow so that it gives the ink a chance to transfer.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, I
There
think you're right.
Ooh.
That's really nice.
Now, I really want to just sponge the edges. What do you think? To
Yep.
soften them a bit. Okay, don't put anything on top of the dirt. The dirt has adhesive. I don't know what color what that'll do. What other color did I use? Okay, I need to cut it first. Where am I cutting it? Right there.
Ooh, look at that.
This is a masterpiece. Might just have to do this for my club. Are there any club members watching?
Yes.
You may not want to watch.
I won't close, I'll close my eyes.
Okay.
She knows how to act surprised.
That's right.
Ooh, ah,
Comes from all those, I know how to act surprised because it comes from all those years of sneaking peeks at my Christmas card presents when I was a kid.
we used to
this is
unwrap them and
wonderful.
rewrap them.
Yep.
And then we knew what we should ask for.
I did that once. I sneaked a peek at it and never again. It was no fun Christmas morning.
Well, I heard of somebody who did that and then they played with it for 2 weeks before Christmas too. Not only did they unwrap it and rewrap it, but they played with it every day for 2 weeks.
I never got caught.
Nope. Okay, rocks are on.
That looks wonderful.
We're rocking now, ladies. And Valerie, you're right. Man, are we good.
Looks excellent.
Now, I have to blow my nose because it's so stuffed I can't breathe.
Have you had your second shot?
Got it today.
That's why.
No, my nose stuffs up every time I'm in here creating when I have my head down. Okay, need to move this along. I don't want the bumps to be the same. Okay, how does that look?
Pretty good.
I'll be cutting that off there and to about there.
Yeah.
So we'll just have that much of the sand.
Yeah. That looks good.
Okay, I'm pushing it down. Now I'm going to put some adhesive on here. Oops, come on.
Aren't you cutting your dirt first?
No, I want to get it on the white first so it has some it's not floppy,
Okay.
but my white's not the right size. I have to do some. I just have to take a slice off. Try that. That's better. Okay. Nope.
Get her that t-shirt fast.
I'm gonna. What size are you, Glenda?
Just keep adding X's. I'd rather have the vellum bigger than the white bigger than the vellum. That's better. Okay. Now I'll cut this off.
Then she turns it over and we all go, I don't like it.
And I'll say, come back next week, same time, same place. Ready?
We're ready.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
Lovely.
Now we just have to put that other seaweed on there.
Put them on with a dimension.
Under there. Okay.
Whichever.
Yeah, this is like there's already 4 layers right here,
Mhm.
which is going to restrict how much you can put in an envelope. But I can definitely put it, put them under there when I find them in this mess. Oh my God. My poor OCD heart is really racing about now. Okay. 1.
I have to do some shirt designing while I'm at the market freezing my butt off.
Oh, it's gonna be ugly tomorrow.
I know. I'm worried.
Kind of a pointless effort to go on days like this because nobody's gonna go.
You'd be surprised how many people show up here. It's crazy.
Just suck it up, Buttercup, and do it.
I'm not doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not liking it, but I'm doing it. I don't like being cold. My knee hurts.
Mm.
Oh, I
There we
love it.
go.
That looks great.
We
Mhm.
have to put a fish on there. Now we have these things, but I'm not liking them now.
I don't know. I kind of do.
Yeah. Once you put the second one on, it was like, okay.
I'll put it up and then put the starfish in front of it. It looks just fine. Looks
Yeah, but it
dandy.
covers up our rock.
Well, it doesn't cover up all the rock.
Oh, you guys. I'm so bad. Okay, $1 Oh, I'm not reading. Mucho better. What does the underside look like? Ink the embossing fold, blah, blah, blah. Now that looks like rocks. Man, we're good. Looks great. Stick the fish in front of the seaweed. Okay. Now this baby needs to have dimensionals on the part that is not over top of the center. Get off my finger.
I need a pick.
You need to pick.
Yeah. I'll have to put another order in.
Story of my life, putting orders in. And then I thought, oh, this time that I'm doing the team thing, I'm going to be really careful, make sure I get everybody's stamp set correctly. Yep, screwed up again. So now I'm going to have an extra party puffin stamp set.
How
Well,
much is it to join?
it's $30, but it's too late.
Mm.
Because I'd have to make all the kits and get them over to you by the 19th. And I don't think that would happen. Okay, maybe on a white card base. Seeing as we got such gorgeous colors going on. There. Yes, no?
Yeah. I like it.
Either that or Misty Moonlight. Maybe the gray. We could do gray.
Do a gray base with a misty moonlight layer.
A gray base with a Misty Moonlight layer. Put the fish, oh. Valerie says gray. Oh, you guys. I'm a white girl. I like my white bases. I know this card is not about me. Okay, there's gray. Now, I have to get Misty Moonlight. Uno memento. Wouldn't it be lovely if I got sick tomorrow?
No.
Yes, it would. Then I wouldn't have
Why?
to do anything. I could just sit around and say, oh, I'm sick.
Perfect card.
Love that misty moonlight and the Gray.
Yep.
What about doing the fish on Misty Moonlight and Silver? Because you guys can't see, but that blue just does not go, that pool party.
Doesn't seem to, it doesn't show up much either.
Well, that's because there's not much blue left in the fish once you get the fish all done. But it's a
But it
raw.
does shimmer the blue.
Well, the
Okay,
silver
cut a
shimmer-
fish.
The silver shimmers. Okay, I gotta put some glue dots under here.
Don't put it on until after you cut your fish.
Don't put what on?
The top piece. Don't put it on the Misty Moonlight until you cut your fish.
I have to hand cut the fish.
Oh,
There's no dye.
what?
There's no dye for the fish. There is no dye. There.
There's two little fishes that dies.
Yeah, but they cut the fish out. It's not, hang on. I'm going to put the punches away. 'cause I'm not
Okay.
gonna- And I'm going to put some cardstock away because we're not using it. Oh, it's under black. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm trying to find the fish dye. This is what I'm putting things away for because it's right at the very bottom. There they are. Okay, so there's fish dyes, but that's the fish dyes.
Oh, they're so tiny.
They're very tiny. And one faces one way and one faces the other. And there's no stamp. They just cut them out. So I can do that.
You could just sponge them and do them in clear or something.
Or just take your Wingastella and make like little scales or little accent their fins.
That's the fish.
That's cool.
Okay. Who am I to argue?
Well,
Do we
if you-
just want two or shall I cut an extra couple just in case?
if you cut one big one and put the big one in the seaweed and the other two in the water,
Yeah.
You hand cut this one?
yeah. What's the back of that one look like? If
The back of what?
the fishy in your hand, what does he look like? Turn him
Pool
over.
party.
It's pool party.
Oh, okay.
It's the wrong color.
Yeah. But if he's hiding in the seaweed,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
But if somebody wanted the bubbles, would you see them in the seaweed?
you have the bubbles above the seaweed.
Three little fish swimming in the water.
Yeah, that works.
The big
Eat.
fish, could you move it to the right a bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And then you could have your one bubble right on the right top corner.
Okay, I'm gonna cut out a couple of more of them little fish just in case we decide we need them because there's still an inside that we haven't done yet. Okay, all of those people over there in Facebook land, I'm kind of ignoring you. Okay, we have 4 fish. This is going to go onto Misty Moonlight. Come on, cut. Oops. Valerie says we know. Really, I am every once in a while glancing over to see the comment. Okay, this goes on here. Like that.
I love it.
This gonna go on. I'm not used to having my tape in this position and I keep making too much.
I'm not saying that I want some of that tape, but I want some of that tape.
I like that tape.
Yeah, I've just got to refold this because it didn't get folded properly. Oh, I'll use that side. Nobody will ever know it's on the back. We'll talk, Terry. Okay, that's straight. Sure. There is so many layers on here. Now, I need to see if I can scoot a glue dot underneath that corner because it's tending to lift.
You should be able to because it's a blue in there.
This looks like another circle.
Another bubble.
Okay, fish. Are we putting a sentiment on here before I get carried away and put my fish on?
Yeah. Top left corner.
Up there? That's what I'm thinking too. Put the fish down a bit. Or I did cut 2 of them out, you know. We could do 2 going the same way.
Following this buddy, their buddy.
Now, let's do this big fish again. What did I do with Misty Moonlight? Here. Do, 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 do. Way long time ago, I had Versamark. Okay, that needs to go there. These need to go. Where's my bag?
Keep one of those for the inside.
Well, not the green one, though.
Oh.
We don't want the green one, do we? I don't know. We can haul them back out if we decide.
You could cut a strip of the green one and put on the inside of the card with a fish or 2
Yes,
to make it look
Yes.
like they're in water.
we could. I'm cleaning. Because I have to use my heat gun. Yay, I found my table. Didn't find the fish stamp though. Okay, one fish. Am I still just a hello sentiment? Ooh. Am I still embossing it? In silver? I guess it doesn't matter. If we don't like it, I'll just do another one. Maybe it should be white fish with silver.
It's 9:45. Maybe what you got is awesome. You'll be cleaning up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's okay. Oops, I missed part of his tail. Hang on. That's okay. It's peaceful and quiet at my house at 1 o'clock in the morning. I often am in my craft room that late because everybody's gone to bed. So there's no Facebook messages, there's no emails, nobody's phoning me, nobody's coming in bugging me. I like it at that time of the day. Maybe we don't want blue after all.
Have you taken Tylenol for your arm tonight?
No, my arm's not sore.
Wow.
I know, I haven't even had a twinge.
That's
with
great.
this. And she warned me it could be worse because I barely had it. Like it was achy for a couple of hours. Well, maybe 18 hours afterwards. But
I
the worst
couldn't
part
lift much
was,
for 2 days.
oh, really? Well, the worst part was the day before I had gone out and done the leaf blowing in our yard, and it takes a good 2 hours to do the leaf blowing. So my right arm was fatigued and had that fatigue, I don't want to move thing happening. And then I had my shot and it did exactly the same thing to that arm. So there I was, couldn't lift either one of my arms for a couple of hours. That's interesting. Good excuse not to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, one silver and blue fishy. And he's going to hide in the kelp. Maybe over just a touch. And then that like that. Now, where are them silver and clear epoxy essentials? We have teardrops and circles and triangle and diamond shapes. That was a good idea.
Teardrops upside down.
Teardrops upside down. Aha. Like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Are you
let me.
gonna do the sentiment before you?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I need to find some white. Do you think there's white in this nest?
Good luck.
Do silver on blue.
Okay. I have to put a glue dot under this corner because it's lifting too. I want to suggest the hello from, is it Peaches that has that nice big hello? Where's the Peaches? No, Peaches has the little hello. Which one has a nice big hello in it? Oh, come on. I got way too many stamp sets. Oh, it's artistically inked. What about hello?
Mhm.
Or is that too big?
No, perfect.
I like it.
It's symmetrical with your bubbles.
The Versamark in that short of time got lost. And it get lost. Hello. Put the hello like it's coming out of the little fish's mouths, pointing upwards. Oh, Valerie. What you do to me? Okay, now before I do this, I just want to see if yeah, see the comments have not moved in an hour. What? What are my poor pinkies? Oops. Oops. Don't want to lose those little fishies. Okay, dimensions somewhere. Off there. Okay. Now, Valerie, what were you talking about? The hello coming up like that? Oops. Want that on there. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know whether I like that fish. Are you guys liking that fish?
I don't.
I think it's too big. Could put one of these over there. Put one of the little ones. Or put the big one over here with the hello. You guys must be tired. You've gone quiet all of a sudden.
I like the 3 little ones better.
Maybe you could hide one of the little ones coming out of the seaweed.
3 little fish swimming in the water. Come on, get your tail underneath there. Need to hide you in the seaweed. And that there. Yes,
Cute.
no,
Yeah.
Does anybody feel that with the the sand dollar and the starfish and the 3 fish, 4 fish all on that side, that there's nothing on the other side of the
Yeah.
seaweed
Yes,
on the right hand side?
yeah. Something needs to go over there.
Mace, make him chase the little ones. Okay, well, let's try that. I could do another seaweed.
That makes it look really heavy. The hello and the big fish and the sand dollar and the starfish.
I like the big fish in the seaweed better.
Could move the hello down there instead of up here.
Big fish has to be moved somewhere else. It's just too much.
Put the big fish belly up on the top right hand corner.
Poor dead fish.
Well, there's a big fish inside.
We could put the big fish inside, yeah.
Put your hello up in the right-hand corner.
Up
Then
there.
it would balance off the sand dollar probably.
That's better.
Do I need another fish going that way?
Oh, I
I
like
don't know.
that.
Not liking that hello up there, but you know, there's nothing to stop us from putting the hello there.
Or down at the bottom where you had it too. That looked nice. Mm-hmm.
That's better.
And we could have our bubbles up there. Okay, I have to take this off of here. So I can lay it over top of the, like that. How's that? Oops. My fish just went flying. Flying fish. I lost one. There it is. Quit picking on me. You like the hello up in the top left-hand corner. Valerie likes the hello up there.
Use the left facing little fish and go from the right to the left.
Okay, but where am I putting it?
Just above the rock on the right side.
There?
Mhm.
Yeah. He could even be tucked in a little bit under the weeds if you want.
It's still feeling really heavy on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just balances it. I think it balances a lot better at the bottom.
Okay, anybody else?
What about middle top?
That might work. Yeah,
Nope,
No,
nope. Sorry, that's just not right.
With the hello bottom right, get those two fish on your left off. Bring in another left facing fish. Put it above the seaweed. Yeah.
But now we have a big hole over there.
Yeah. And then put your grating back up there. That's better than it was. Yeah.
that's better.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. Now don't move it because you guys
See, we
have to
can't make up our minds either, Glenda.
And we haven't even put the embellishments on yet. Okay, hello is going right. Where's that glue dot? Right there. Good.
Craft
Cover
Room Stampers, where blonde meets OCD.
Okay, glue. Glue, come out. One fish. There.
Yep.
I always said I was good at working at the bank because people would be at my till and they would leave and I'd turn around and not remember what, even who they were, let alone their banking details. So doing this is really difficult for me. Well, hello, Miss Heather Mollet. How are my puppies doing? Poor little things have bodysuits on. Okay, is that it?
Yes. Beautiful.
cute.
Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. I love the rocks. I love the fish. I just got to put one glue dot on underneath here and then we'll put the embellishment. Oh, puppies are sleepy. Oh, poor things. See if I can get it somewhere that it's not going to show. Maybe right underneath there. There. There we go. Okay, where's the bling? Hello, bling. Where did you go?
There,
There you go.
right.
I don't want to get rid of these fish because we haven't done the inside yet. Okay, upside down teardrops. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Come on, move over a bit. Can you see them? They look okay?
They're perfect.
Okay, I'll push them down then. Thanks, Norma. You guys make a good card, I tell you. It may take 2.5 or 3 hours, but we get there eventually, right? Now inside. Oh, look at that, is that cute?
Simple.
I need a white piece. I need a white piece. Okay, what are we gonna do on the inside? We want to cut another one of these for the inside?
I like that idea.
Or do we want to just stamp the seaweed inside? Put the fish that we got left over and some bubbles?
Just stamp the seaweed and then
Okay.
use the fish and stamp some bubbles.
Pokey pokey. Seaweed stamping in cinnamon cider.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to ink, stamp, stamp, ink, stamp off, stamp. How's
Cool.
that?
Love it.
Envelope. Heather says they look like fish thought bubbles. There we go.
Lovely.
Now, this fish stamp set for the bubbles. Do I have the bubbles out? I have the bubbles out. What color am I doing the bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay, not helping. What color am I doing the bubbles?
Balmy blue.
Balmy blue. Oh. Balmy blue or gray?
Gray.
Gray.
Yep, it's here somewhere. If we don't like it, we can turn it over and redo it. Okay, I have to put the fish down first. Then I'll know where the bubbles need to be. Right there, okay?
Perfect.
Let's put him up a little bit. He's kind of heading downwards.
That's good.
Isn't that cute? Okay. Oh, that one's out. Card, where are you? This card weighs about 30 pounds. Am I adding Winky?
Yes.
I think we should say yes, just so that you got something that you really like.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Sometimes just little bits is enough.
Oh, it's really nice.
Pops the color just a little bit. Perfect.
I don't want to make this guy feel left out.
What a gorgeous card.
Okay, the bubbles are going to be winky too. Now, if there was a contest, we would win with this one. Oh, look at that. That's so
Oh, nice.
What a great collaboration card. It took us a while to get there, but we did it.
Beautiful.
Now, how am I going to write the recipe? Because I have no idea what we use.
Good luck with that one.
And I still have some of this left over, so I'm going to keep that. Because you know what I've discovered? This will work really good. Let me find a piece of paper that I can kind of do a.
Do you have the baby shark?
No.
Hmm.
I
was
do
gonna
not.
say you could use that piece left over to cut bubbles out of.
Oh, is there a bubble die?
Yeah, there's two different kinds. There's
Ah,
one that cuts out solid ones, and then there's one that cuts out the rings.
ooh. I agree, Janet. It is a fabulous card. Not only Janet is commenting. Val likes it. Donna likes it. Marlene likes it.
Beautiful.
It
We
is a
are
beautiful-
just amazingly talented stampers.
Should put Happy Father's Day on it.
Oh,
So look at this.
Mhm.
Nice.
Isn't that the coolest thing?
Nice.
We might be doing this on a club card. Just saying.
okay, I closed my eyes, didn't see it.
You know, Glenda, it's your background of the card that really makes that card too. The background that was chosen tonight.
Yes. It really looks lovely with that little bit of silver and the. If only I could remember what colors I used.
You did a beautiful, beautiful job on that.
Thanks. All of those elements together they work so. Like putting this on top of the white so that it's not see-through, has some substance, but it's got little gold flecks running through it.
I've got to get one of those silver highlighters.
Silver highlighters.
Well, it looks silver to me. I don't know. I think you said they were called quickie pens or something.
No, you don't have to buy one.
Oh.
And that's all I'm saying on that situation. Yeah, it's an awesome card. Yay!
Beautiful. Great work, everyone.
But it only took 2 hours and 15 minutes. Well, it was really only 2 hours because the first 15 minutes was me farting around trying to get my comments to work.
They're not working again tonight, eh?
Nope. They are not. I had to get the grandson to get our tablet in here. They're working on the tablet, not working on my computer. I have no idea why not. Let me see now. When was the last time it updated? Way back when Valerie said, haven't used my embossing folder in forever. And that was the tufted one when I showed Marlene's card way back at 10 minutes. And we're like at 2 hours and 5 minutes past that.
I don't. Last night I had to keep going and in and out so that I could get the newest comments.
Yeah, I don't know what Facebook is doing. But I'm just thankful that I had the tablet that I could stick on there. Awesome card, ladies.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome card. I just want to sit here and look at it because it's so cool.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
that idea for the rocks, that was really amazing.
Really was. And then to emboss it too, right?
Because you can't see it, but they have texture. Not
Yeah,
only
because
do they
it's-
have ink on them, but they've got texture.
And it just from the when you started with just the flat until to get to that, that is really good stuff happening there.
Yep. Damn, we're a good team. Heather, are you on your phone or a tablet or a computer? The seaweed, Carol, is, this is the polished stone technique that I did with cinnamon cider and then put gold streaks through it with embossing powder. And I cut it out and we put it onto white cardstock. So that's why it looks the way it does.
You mounted that on cinnamon cider.
Sorry, I mounted this on cinnamon cider. So it's vellum with polished stone in cinnamon cider with gold foiling on it and then mounted on cinnamon cider. Thank you very much, Terry, because I wouldn't have remembered that. Good night, Marlene. Heather's on her phone and the comments are working good. Yeah, it's my computer that it's not updating on the computer. It's bizarre. Didn't do it last night either. Picked me off.
Anyways, we're done. I got the comments. Work.
Hubby doesn't need TV for 2.5 hours, right? He's fine. Probably streaming from his phone anyways. Clean my brush. All righty. Well, that's it for tonight. I think we've done a marathon and come up with an amazing card together.
That's awesome.
Very
Looks
nice.
great.
Really is.
And I'll be back on Monday. Monday, I'm going to show you Maggie's birthday card because it's her birthday tomorrow. Maggie will be 1 year old tomorrow. And I did her a really cool birthday card and I'm going to make it for you tomorrow night.
And when are you leaving?
June the 30th. We're going and we're coming back on July the 5th.
Nice.
Yep, ferry's all booked. I'm going to meet my sister is going to be in Sun Peaks for the weekend. And we're going up to meet them and have breakfast with them on the morning of, because it's her birthday, the 1st of July. We're going to have birthday breakfast with her and then they'll go off and do what they're doing and we'll head north. It'll be fun because
That will
I
be
have
nice.
both shots now, so I'm fully vaccinated.
Watch out for snow.
We're in a truck. We're fine. I sleep. Ed drives.
And you're from up there.
We've had a lot of bad weather going back and forth to Quesnel. One time we took off and it was freezing rain. Oh my God, there was about an inch of frozen ice on all of the roads till we got almost to Williams Lake. It was awful. And of course we leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning so we can get an early-ish ferry home. That was a bad trip, that one. But we made it. Hubby drives a snowplow, so I don't have to worry about the driving part. He's used to driving in snow.
Perfect.
Yes.
Carol, I am so happy that you hung out with us because it must be like 2 o'clock in the morning where you are.
Crazy girl.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. Oh, it's after midnight. Yes, I agree. It is. Time to say goodnight. Have a good weekend and I'll see you 8 o'clock Monday night.
Good night.
Have a good
Good
weekend.
night.
Have to figure
Good
out
night,
how
Thanks,
to.
Glenda.
Thank you.
Take care of that arm tonight, Glenda.